Let's get right into it. Number 10. Airline bumping loopholes. Airlines are hiding a massive loophole. They intentionally sell more tickets than there are seats on the plane, banking on last-minute cancellations. But when everyone shows up, the airline panics. To fix it, they start offering passengers money to leave. This is called getting bumped. The gate agent will ask for volunteers, usually starting with a low-ball voucher offer like $200. If nobody moves, that number goes up. If you wait, they keep going. Savvy travelers have walked away with over $1,000 in cash just for sitting in the airport a few extra hours. The Department of Transportation has strict rules here. If an airline bumps you without your consent, they legally owe you up to $1,550. That is not a voucher. That is cold, hard cash. To capitalize on this, book historically overbooked flights, like busy holiday routes. Sit near the gate agent, be friendly, and raise your hand when they ask. Then, negotiate. Never take the first offer. Gate agents have a ceiling they can hit, and they never start there. Airlines are counting on you not knowing this, hoping you just groan and take the cheap voucher. Number 9. Rental car relocation. Rental car companies constantly face a massive logistics nightmare. Too many cars in one city and not enough in another. Imagine a massive conference in Vegas. Everyone flies in, rents a car, and drives home. Now, 400 sedans are sitting in Vegas doing absolutely nothing, while the Phoenix lot is completely empty. The company needs those cars moved immediately, but instead of paying a commercial truck driver to haul them, they let you rent the car for a single $1 a day. Sometimes it is completely free. Sometimes they even throw in a tank of gas. The catch? You have to drive it to their exact destination within a specific time frame. If they need a car moved from Denver to Dallas in 3 days, that is your window. It is basically a road trip subsidized by a massive corporation. Websites like imovefreight.com and TransferCar list these exact deals. You just search for routes that match your travel plans. One traveler scored a free camper van from Auckland to Christchurch for $0. Another relocated a pickup truck from Miami to Atlanta for exactly $1. The car company is so desperate to balance their inventory that they essentially fund your cross-country vacation. Number 8. Hospital bill errors. 80% of medical bills contain errors. 8 out of every 10 bills. Most people just pay them because the document looks official and features a hospital logo, but it is usually wrong. Hospitals have been caught charging $47 for a single cotton ball, $629 for a basic toothbrush. One woman was charged $39 just to hold her own baby after a C-section. They literally billed her for skin-to-skin contact with her newborn, hiding it as a completely legal line item buried in a PDF. Here is the fix. Call the hospital and demand an itemized bill. Do not accept the summary. You want the full itemized bill with every single charge listed out. They are legally required to provide this. When it arrives, hunt for duplicate charges. Look for procedures that never happened. Look for that incredibly expensive cotton ball. Then, call the billing department and dispute every weird charge. Simply ask, "I would like to dispute this charge. Can you explain what this is for?" Often, they just remove it. Hospitals also have unadvertised financial assistance programs. Asking for a hardship discount can cut your bill by 30 to 50%. The average person who actively audits their medical bill saves over $1,300. Number 7. Tech bug bounties. Huge tech companies have a dirty little secret. Their software is full of holes. We are talking about massive security flaws that hackers can crawl right through. These companies know their systems are vulnerable, but they cannot find all the bugs themselves. So, they came up with a brilliant solution. Pay random people on the internet to find the flaws for them. This is called a bug bounty program. Google has paid out over $50 million to bug hunters. One individual found a single bug in Google's system and pocketed $36,000. Apple once paid a researcher $100,000 for a single flaw that could have let someone hijack any Apple account. Bug bounty hunting has a massive range of difficulty. Some bugs require years of coding expertise. Others are embarrassingly simple, like a website accidentally leaving an administrative door wide open. Platforms like HackerOne and BugCrowd list hundreds of active bounty programs. PayPal, Uber, and even the U.S. Department of Defense participate. The government literally ran a program called Hack the Pentagon, paying regular citizens who found real flaws. The barrier to entry is just your time, a cheap laptop, and the endless curiosity to poke around until something breaks. Number 6. Class action lawsuit settlements. Corporations lie to people, and sometimes, enough people get lied to that a massive class action lawsuit happens. A giant company gets sued, they settle for millions, and that money gets split between everyone they wronged. Sometimes, that includes literally every person who bought a specific product in the last decade. Snapple once settled a massive lawsuit because they labeled their drinks all natural, while using high fructose corn syrup. Turns out, made in a lab is not natural. Red Bull settled for $13 million because their drink does not actually give you wings or any measurable performance benefit. You could have claimed $10 cash right from your laptop just for drinking a beverage. When a settlement gets approved, a website goes up. You fill out a quick form saying you bought the product, and they send you money. Bookmark topclassactions.com. They list every active settlement you can claim right now. Data breach settlements regularly pay out $50 to $100 per person, simply because a company failed to protect your password. Most people get a postcard in the mail about these settlements and throw it away, assuming it is a scam. It is real money. But if you do not claim your share before the deadline, the corporation quietly keeps the leftover cash. Number 5. Property tax overages. When someone cannot pay their property taxes, the government seizes their house. They auction it off to the highest bidder to recover the owed money. But here is where it gets interesting. Let's say the owner owed $8,000 in back taxes. At the auction, an investor bids $95,000 for the house. The government takes their $8,000. The leftover $87,000 just sits there. That is called an overage. Legally, that money belongs to the original homeowner, but most of them have absolutely no idea it exists. Someone loses their house and moves into their sister's spare bedroom, completely unaware that $87,000 of their own money is collecting dust in a government account. These funds have strict deadlines. If nobody claims them within 1 to 5 years, depending on the state, the government keeps the money forever. You can actually make money by finding the people owed this cash before the deadline hits. You track down the former homeowner, tell them the government is holding their funds, and offer to do the paperwork for a percentage cut. The records are entirely public. Every county posts their auction results online. A big gap between the tax debt and the sale price means an overage is sitting there. It is basically modern treasure hunting, except the treasure map is a boring spreadsheet. Number 4. Checking account sign-up bonuses. Banks will literally pay you hundreds of dollars just to be their customer. Chase, Wells Fargo, Citi, and nearly every major bank run these deals constantly. You open a new checking account, set up a direct deposit, and keep the account open for 90 days. In return, they hand you anywhere from $200 to $500 in cash. There is no catch and no fine print that ruins the deal. It is just free money for doing something you were already going to do anyway. Chase alone has handed out hundreds of millions of dollars in these bonuses. They do it because once you park your paycheck somewhere, you almost never leave. You set up your bills and subscriptions, and switching banks becomes a massive headache. They are essentially bribing you up front to get you hooked. But you can do this more than once. Most banks have a rule allowing you to get a bonus once every couple of years. So you open Chase this year, Wells Fargo next year, and Citi the year after. You collect $300 to $500 every single time. A website called Doctor of Credit tracks every single bank bonus available right now, identifying the exact requirements needed to get the cash without paying monthly maintenance fees. The banks genuinely lose money on people who do this correctly. Number 3. Selling AI training data. AI companies are in a full-blown panic right now. They desperately need massive amounts of human data to train their models. They need to teach their software what a confused human face looks like and what real human voices sound like, and they will pay you to be their teacher. Companies like Appen, Lionbridge, and Data Annotation pay regular people to submit photos and videos of their faces making different expressions. You literally sit in front of your camera, make faces, and get paid $10 to $50 depending on the batch. On the audio side, AI assistants need thousands of hours of real people talking to figure out language nuances. Companies like Voices.com and Speechify are constantly looking for new voices. You read weird, specific sentences out loud, so the AI can learn every possible combination of words. Recording sessions usually pay around $10 to $50 an hour. A company called Replica Studios will even digitally clone your voice after 30 minutes of recording, paying you royalties every time a creator uses your digital twin online. You are essentially getting paid to help build the exact AI technology currently changing the global economy. New batches open up constantly because AI models actively degrade if they are not fed a continuous loop of fresh human reactions. Number 2. NASA bed rest studies. NASA needs to know exactly what happens to the human body in zero gravity, but they cannot afford to send everyone to space, so they pay people to lie in bed for months. We are talking 70 straight days of horizontal living. Your bed is tilted slightly downward, head lower than your feet, mimicking what happens to the human body in orbit. Blood shifts toward your head, your bones start losing density, and your heart gets lazy because it does not have to pump against gravity. You are literally paid to fall apart for science. The compensation is generally around $18,000 for a single study. That is roughly $257 a day, to watch Netflix at a 6-degree downward tilt. NASA runs these studies through the Human Research Program at places like the University of Texas Medical Branch. You need to be healthy, non-smoking, and willing to let scientists poke at you constantly. The catch is, you genuinely cannot get up. Showers happen lying down. Meals happen lying down. If you need the bathroom, that also happens lying down. The bed is your entire world for 2.5 months. It is serious mental endurance for an enormous direct deposit. The European Space Agency runs similar programs, paying participants up to €16,000 for 89-day studies. Number 1. Python Elimination Bounties. Florida has a snake problem, not a standard garden snake problem. There are 100,000 giant prehistoric monsters living in the swamp problem. Burmese pythons are not from Florida. They were released into the Everglades by negligent pet owners. These things grow up to 20 feet long and weigh 200 pounds. Now they are eating absolutely everything, causing the local raccoon and rabbit populations to drop by over 90%. So Florida decided to fight back with the Python Elimination Program, and they will pay you actual cash to go catch them. You get $13 per hour just for being out there searching. Then you get bonus money per snake. A python under 4 feet gets you $50. Every foot over 4 feet adds another $25. A 10-foot python is worth $200. And if you find a nesting female with eggs, that is an extra $200 on top. You do not need special equipment. You just apply, pass a quick online training course on how to not get eaten, and show up to the swamp. Top hunters make over $10,000 a year doing this part-time. One guy removed over 700 pythons, describing it as the most fun job that also smells terrible. Pythons musk when scared, acting like a 15-foot skunk trying to squeeze your arm off. Florida also runs an annual python challenge with cash prizes up to $10,000. It is truly the only sporting event where the trophy is a dead snake. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.